there, Shannon West here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're here. I have this really cool idea to show you today. It's the simplest, easiest birthday card you'll ever make. And you might have the supplies laying around your house. You just need to gather them up. It really requires minimal supplies and minimal effort for maximum cuteness. Let's take a look. You need 2 markers. And one of them needs to be lighter, quite a bit lighter than the other one. You need a white piece of cardstock and a paper cutter to cut it with, or some scissors, and then you'll need some adhesive. Now I'm also going to use a little pair of scissors, my bone folder, and some dimensionals. But if you don't have those items, that's okay. You can still accomplish this card, just depends on what you have on hand. So take your paper trimmer and just cut a regular sized card. So I'm going to cut it in half at 5.5, and then I'll score at 4.25 to make it easier to fold this card in half. And then use my bone folder to crease that edge down. And then with my leftover piece, I am going to cut a 3x3 square. And then we still have quite a bit of cardstock left over, but you can just keep and use for another project, except I do need one tiny little piece. So I'm going to just cut just a small piece, and then I am going to score that in half. I'm going to use this to cut out a heart. So it doesn't really matter what size it is, because the size will be dictated by how I cut it. So I'll set that aside for now. Now with my 3x3 piece, this is the part that's going to be the focal point of the card. So I'm going to take my lighter colored marker, I've got Pool Party, and draw some stripes all the way across. Now the only trick with this is you want to make sure to get the top and the bottom so that they define the edges once I place this on the card, because since the card is the same color. And I want to have more colored space than white space. So I'm keeping the white stripes thinner than the marker stripes, as you can see. So this one down here, I'll just do a little bit on the bottom to define that edge. And you want to make sure to go all the way to the edge from side to side so you can fill in some of those if you want to, or I'll just flip it around like that. Yeah, it looks cute either way. Now the next step is I'm going to write happy birthday on this, but you could write any greeting. And I know I hear from a lot of people, they don't like their handwriting and they don't want to write on cards, but this is going to be block lettering. So just practice a little bit beforehand. Just write really solid blocks. Now I'm going to just eyeball this and find the middle of the card and then just start right above that. So there's about the middle right there. So I'll just have my top row block letters come right down to the middle. And keep those, I like those cross lines really low, and keep them about the same level. And you can see mine is not perfect either. Okay, and then birthday. Have to write a little smaller on this one because there's a lot more letters. Okay, and then we're going to stick this down to our card. Just right in the middle of the top. And then the last step, our heart. Now I'm going to cut this out, just a little one. I mean, really you could do any size, and it depends on where you're going to place the heart. I actually was intending to place it here at the end of happy, but I made my happy so big. That's never a bad thing to have big happy. So instead I will place this below. So just color this in black, but you could leave it white if you like, or you could make it blue. Or you could get a different colored cardstock, but this is a way to use all the same cardstock. And then I'll just place that right there below. But you could do it anywhere that you think looks cute. So that's that. Let me show you a couple of other versions. Here is the one I did before I started the video. This time I made the heart too big, so I just kind of let it hang off the card. And I liked that because that drew attention to the heart so that you weren't going to miss that. Then you can also do diagonal stripes. They don't have to be straight across. So you can see with this one, yellow diagonal stripes, thank you instead of happy birthday. And one more example, an adorable little pink and gray love you card. And this could be for many different purposes. I thought it could even go for a baby card to someone that's just had a little girl, and you could swap out the colors. So that's it. The easiest and cutest card you will ever make. Enjoy.